This screencast is about accessing student information from Aeries. After you've logged in and you're looking at your homepage, there are 3 different ways that you can access information about a student from Aeries. The first is from your toolbar. So looking over here, if I scroll down, I'll get to a place called Student Data. When I click on it, a new toolbar drops down, but my home screen doesn't change. It won't change until I click Profile. Aeries will automatically pull up students alphabetically by last name. So here I have Catherine Ackerman. There are 2 toolbars that I can use. The first is at the top. The second is the drop-down toolbar that was listed here. It'll display the same information, but just in a different viewpoint. So if I look up at the top toolbar, General will give me information about her age, counselor, and language. Contact will give me her email, parents' email, and contact information. Additional information like other names they go by or health issues, and then programs. In addition, I have all of her grades and grade books from other classes. So if I wanted to see about how she was doing in her health and careers class, I could click on health and careers and it would load her grade book. In order to go back, I can just go back to student data and press profile. So those are the 2 different ways that you can use those 2 toolbars. In addition to her classes, I'll also have her attendance summary. The second way that you can access student information is actually by the attendance screen. So I'll go there now. And I'll look at period 1. So there are 2 different things that you can learn from your attendance screen. You can learn if a student is in a special program, and you can learn their language fluency. So if you scroll down through the students, their language fluency will have E if they're in English speaking only, or they'll have L for language learners. This screen also tells me if they've been out for an illness, an unverified absence, or a suspension. So when I scroll through here, I see that in the program section, there's a C for a student named Pamela, and I'm not quite sure what that means. So I want to be able to find specific information about Pamela. So the new way that I can access information is to scroll right next to her name, and with the little person icon, click that to view her profile. I see her grades as well, but underneath her name, it automatically takes me to the Programs tab, and that's where I see what the C designation stands for. It means that she's in a special program, which is the foster program. Okay. So going back, likewise for language fluency, if I see a student that has an L designation, like Derek, I may want to know more about what his home language is. So I can click his person. Here underneath programs, it says that he had a language assessment, but that doesn't quite give me the information I wanted. I really wanted to know his home language, so I'll go back to general. Going back to general tells me that his language fluency is an English learner and that his home language is Spanish. The last way that you can access student information is by typing in the student name. Go up to the search bar and type in the student. Because I only typed in Laura, it'll look up every Laura that I have in my gradebook. And I'll look at information for this particular one, and I'll click on her name. If for some reason you searched for someone and their student profile doesn't immediately come up, all you need to do is press profile down here and it will bring you to the student's profile. So what's special about this student is that she has some additional information. You can find down here that she takes medication. You could also see if a student has an allergy or any other kind of medical condition would be listed here, and then you can contact someone for more information. In addition to general information, I can also look up for this particular student her attendance and grades in other classes. So if I look at her attendance, this will tell me specifically what days she was here or absent on. And you'll notice that for her, she has an S designation. It means that she's been suspended, and that should be listed in the attendance that I took for the day. So if I want to check, I can go back to attendance. And I find that right next to Laura's name, indeed, it does say suspended with an S. And you'll see other designations like unexcused absence or verified tardy. And sometimes those will pop up before you can even take roll.